I'm Tyler from Fezzari Bikes. We're here at Press Camp at Deer Valley Resort in Park City, Utah. I'm here to introduce our revamped, redesigned bike line. Have in front of me here, this is our Fore CR4. This is a brand new model for us for 2014. We've never had the CR4 before. Really excited about this bike with a lot of the changes that we've done. With our frame, we've learned a few things from our frame design over the years. Gone through a few different frame revisions. This has been our most responsive frame to be able to give us the most lateral stiffness, but also vertical compliance. We have people from Cat 1 racers and pro racers racing on this frame, all the way to those just all they want to do is longer endurance ride, Grand Fondos. The Fore CR4, we use a few different types of carbon. We use a mix of high modulus and intermodulus carbon fibers in the weave, just to make sure we're getting that bike to flex where we want it to flex in those chainstays and in the top tubes, but also keep it very, very stiff laterally. We do that by stiffening up the spindle and the two axles. We run the tapered head tube on the bike, BB30 bottom bracket, and then big beefy seat stays and chain stays to keep it sporty, keep things climbing, keep it sprinting, but also cornering like it's on rails. Keep things very, very compliant with the ovalized top tube that we've used in previous generation frames, but also modified it to keep it, again, stiffer. The Fore CR4 features the new SRAM, the new Ultegra 11-speed drivetrain, Ultegra with the Dura Ace rear derailleur. Also coming with the FSA SLK Light carbon package with the crank, seat post, and bars. This bike is expected to be one of our top sellers at a price point at $28.99. You can check out more of the details on the Fore CR4 at fezzari.com. Up next is our new Fore CR1. This bike we've repositioned a little bit for 2014 and made it a little more affordable for those looking to get into road biking, that want to have a carbon road bike, but don't want to spend a huge amount of money. That's where the Fore CR1 comes in. One of the unique things that we're able to do for the customer is we'll custom fit the bike specifically to you. Just because everyone is proportioned a little bit different, you can get someone who's 5'9" with a 30-inch inseam, or the next rider's 5'9" with a 35-inch inseam. They're gonna have different torso lengths, different shoulder widths, different arm lengths, and the same size stem really isn't gonna work for both height riders. So we'll get a bunch of measurements from you, like your height, your inseam, your shoulder width, age, weight, riding style, and we'll go in and we'll custom fit the bike to you, changing the stem lengths and changing the bar widths and crank arm lengths and saddle offsets to make sure the bike really is for you. We actually go through and tune all the bikes and adjust all the brakes and drivetrains before we ship the bike directly to you. On the Fore CR1, we use some of the high-end technology that we've used on a lot of our higher-end bikes, like the CR4 and the CR5 with the frame design. One of the cool things we do on this is the different carbon fibers we use. Again, we use a mix of high modulus and mid modulus carbon fiber just to be able to get the bike to flex where we want it to flex, but also stay stiff where we want it to stay stiff. The bottom bracket, if you'll notice on the bottom bracket, very, very large bottom bracket, uses our dispersal box technology that you can see on this side. If you notice, the chainstay lines, instead of coming and stopping at the bottom bracket in the seat tube, actually continue all the way through and use the down tube to help combat that lateral flex. Same thing with the seat stays. They'll come up outside of the seat tube and into the top tube. Again, we use the ovalized oval band top tube just to keep the vertical compliance, basically using inertia to keep the bikes a little bit softer, a little more compliant vertically, but keeping that lateral stiffness. This has been a frame that has gone through a lot of testing. A lot of riders have been on this and been loving this frame. The Fore CR1 comes with a new Shimano Tiagra 10-speed drivetrain. We also get a 105 rear derailleur and then a good set of Alex wheels with the Tektro brakes. Really good price point. The finish on this one, really excited how this turned out. You actually, if you look closely, you can see some of the carbon fiber weave that we're using in the frame in some of these areas on the down tube and the seat tube. Pretty unique finish for a bike at this price point. We're able to get this bike directly to you at a killer price of $13.99. You can see more of the details on the new Fore CR1 at fezzari.com.
you.